Hey guys, this is a video that's going to talk about what happened last month and the situation I was in, the outcome, and the future of my channel after the situation. The first week of June I spent in the hospital. I nearly died, and it was a really scary situation. I had IVs in both my hands. One here. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a dark mark there. One here. I'll post the pictures. I came in having a pain in a very private area, and I learned after going into the ER that the doctor told me that it was an abscess. Those of you who wish to Google that, do it on your own time. I had to go into surgery that night. They drained the abscess. But right, I've been on the road of recovery ever since getting out. That's why I haven't done any videos. I did one the last day of June because right after I got out of the hospital, that was the first thing I bought, that push button starter for the Lexus. So I figured I at least owed it to you guys to at least give you one video. I'm still recovering, and there's really not much I can do. So all I've been doing basically is buying up parts and hoping that when the leaking, I'm still leaking from the slit that they made. When that finally stops, hopefully I'll be comfortable enough to start working on cars. I'm just in fear that I'll tear that wound and that'll be the end of that, and I'll have to restart all over again. So that's why I'm not really doing anything. So I wanted to talk about what happened in the past month. I'm still recovering well, and I want to do some videos soon. So let's talk about what I have on this table. This is my dresser table. This here I bought from Kruber, C-R quadruples O-B-E-R, which is Up Garage, and it's a very interesting little piece of kit. No, that's not the one that I opened. Here's the one that I opened. Oh. Let's see if I can... There we go. Yeah, it's a spring. They nicely packed it too. They put the front springs inside the rear springs. Okay, there it is. So, these springs are made by a company called Modelista. Modelista deals with basically all they deal with is Toyota. So these are Modelista springs for the Toyota 4-wheel drive V6 Vanguard. The chassis code is GSA 33W. which happens to be the same chassis code as my 2008 RAV4. So these are RAV4 lowering springs. Oddly enough, if any of you guys watch Mighty Car Mods, I'll leave the link in the description. One of their videos that they did last year, they actually went into the up garage that sold these, and if you pause it at a certain moment, you can actually see these springs hanging on the wall at that up garage, which I think is really cool. So that's that. I'm going to put these away and then we'll go to the next thing. So next up is we got a here, let me first tilt the camera down. That is a Beat Rush under panel from my IS, which will go on soon. So now we got a little bit more. Here's a I thought my days of putting strengthening on the IS was over. It's not. These are Ultra Racing fender braces. They have a special Japanese name that I don't remember what it's called. But the best company in Japan that makes them is missing this part, so it's just here and here. So Ultra Racing's a lot more sturdier than the best ones made in Japan. They're also a lot cheaper. This was $150 shipped from Malaysia via Amazon. Best place to buy them. So these are what's going to be coming, that and that under panel when I'm good enough to work on cars again, so I'll be doing videos on that. Let's put these away. And then here we have this. We have to do a small backstory real quick. I mentioned in 2013 I bent my axle backing up. This looks like a ridiculous piece of junk, but this used to be the high power that was on my IS, my HKS high power. When I replaced it earlier this year, well, what was I going to do with the leftover high power? Well, I cut it up, and then I cleaned it up a little, and then I figured, let's go one step further and let's restore it. So the first thing I'm going to mention is this is what I used. Quadruple zero steel wool. If you use 000, 00, it'll scratch. And I also used, on the harder places, I used Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. So, here's a picture of before. And this is what we got now. Yeah, it's amazing. That's the same one that was under my car for 6 years. Cleaned up really nice. I hacked off the things that used to go this way because one of these is going to be used. So I'm toying with the idea of possibly putting that on the RAV. Because I'm really curious to see what that would sound like. This would be single exit coming out underneath, and also it would fix a really interesting issue with the RAVs. Because of where the exhaust pipe exits in 3rd gen RAV4s, when you're traveling down the interstate at certain speeds, apparently the air rushing underneath the car actually pushes the exhaust into the cabin. So this would actually fix that problem, because the bumper would be, I'm going to assume, right here, and then it would be further past the bumper so there wouldn't be any smoke coming into the car. So, that's what I've been doing since I got out of the hospital. I have not forgotten about the AE86. When I'm well enough to drive it, I will drive it. I will make a video of it, and I will run a microphone right to the Mikuni Solex carbs right near them, so you can hear it in the godly sense. Oh. Apologize for this being such a long video. I just wanted to get it out there that I haven't forgotten about you guys, and I'm trying to work through this as best I can. So, thanks for listening, and there'll be some videos coming up soon. This is A for Haji signing off.